Hey guys, Cuz the guy here, back with more early access fun in the form, of course, of the Medieval Engineers. And I said the Medieval Engineers again, goddammit. I'm used to saying the Long Dark all the time. I meant to say just Medieval Engineers. Anyway, that doesn't matter. What does matter is that I finally got this goddamn roof to go together without exploding, and you have literally no idea how long that took. And why the fuck is there a notch missing here? God damn it, I need to fix that. I'll fix that now while I'm thinking about it. Number one, and I have no idea what happened there, but it's okay, I think. Yeah, but I had tons of trouble. Oh my god, you have no fucking idea. I had to I literally deconstructed this tower to make it stop clipping, and then I rebuilt it, and it's very frustrating. It's a very trial and error process when you have these roofs exploding. But anyway, as you see, I made some great progress. I figured I spent enough time building this goddamn gatehouse that it's time I made a little progress, so I did that off camera. I've been working on this for about an hour, and I laid out the basic foundations of the entry area. I don't know the actual word for it. I wonder if there is perhaps a mention in this image I have open. Hold on. Please hold. Please stand by. It's just called the lower courtyard. So that's what it is. It's just the lower courtyard. But yes, I made this up. It looks beautiful. I also did the little pathway out of the castle. Similar, or as similar as I could make it to the real life Neuschwanstein. I don't even care if I'm saying it wrong. I just kind of am. And someone explained to me why it lags when you walk on here. It's because it's calculating your weight as you move across it. So that obviously needs some work. But it's noted. It's interesting, and I'll try to fix it. And there's a little hole here that I'll have to fix. And I think I determined that random hooded stranger was talking about this right here when he referred to my janky looking walls. So I fixed it as best as I could. Well, from the outside it looks okay. And I do need to patch this up, but I'm afraid to place anything on that corner. So I'll do that off camera when I have plenty of time. Right now this is kind of a show and tell episode. Of course, I probably will do a little bit of building. But I do have more things to show you besides this Neuschwanstein. Besides the progress I've made. But yes, it's looking very nice. Just this, and looking at the size of the courtyard, like, oh my gosh, this thing is humongous compared to my previous build, Bastille. But yeah, I'm trying to do it as accurately as I can. Of course, there's no whitewash stone or whatever the Neuschwanstein is made out of. So yeah, it's going to be very grayish. But for better or for worse, this is what it's going to look like. Or the color it's going to look like. Yeah, it's looking good so far to me. I'll make some progress on this later. But right now, I wanted to show you something I was just messing around with earlier, as you can somewhat see through the trees. It's over here. I was just kind of bored and frustrated at my build over there, so I took a break and just started messing around with the terrain editor, that is the voxel hands. You know, let me switch to spectator view so I can move more freely. So I made this little weird fort thing, and all this stone and such was made by hand with the voxel hand tool. So that's why it looks kind of funky. And yeah, so then I just laid out these massive foundations here, and I built this weird looking house thing. I don't know, it might end up being some cool fortress, but for now this is what it looks like. And the roof on this gave me a lot of trouble as well. One trick I found is that instead of using these wooden supports here, when you have situations in which the roof just randomly explodes like I did, what you should try instead of those is number 4, or what I have on number 4, these ramps, these stone ramps. As long as you have the structure to support it, which I do. That's exactly the same thing. I use this instead of those supports on the gatehouse over there as well, and I was able to get it. Of course, it still will explode, but it seems much less likely. But honestly, when you're building a roof, my best advice is literally just save constantly. Every time you have a successful stretch of roof, save that shit. Every time you change something, to save it, because it is very frustrating cleaning up broken stones. Because if you try to build on a broken stone, it will just cause more shit to collapse, and it's just going to be a bad day for you. But yeah, I made this little building here. It's kind of like a little castle, and this is like the central keep. Nice thick walls for the most part. And then all this here. It may end up being some kind of fortress, and I'll build it up later. But yeah, this is just something I started doing when I was bored and wanted to try something different to kind of get my mind off of that other build. And yeah, in the distance you can see where I was messing around with other stuff, and the wonderful Bastille. Okay, so that's enough of that. Yeah, I also like these little things here. I thought this looks nice. I don't know, just a thought. But yeah, this is going to be kind of my mess around here. Similar to this thing over here that I'm flying towards. But anyway, back to the Neuschwanstein. This is what you have come for, of course. That, and probably your thank yous, because you guys are just fantastic and you deserve a thank you. So let me pop over here real quick and give you guys your due. And before I start, actually, I just wanted to point out to this dude whose name I don't know how to spell. Or maybe it's a female, I don't fucking know. No offense, genderless person. I don't know, whatever. I'm getting off topic. But Kas Pinda, or Chaos Pinda, I have no idea. It's spelled K-A-A-S-P-I-N-D-A. Kas Pinda, I did not forget you. You just haven't shown up on my list because you subscribed very recently. So back off. Anyway, didn't mean to come off as rude. But yeah, let me read through these names real quick. And some of these are repeats, I think. Are they repeat? Now I've got myself doubting. I think I already read these names. I did. Okay, I lied. I have no thank yous right now. Just so I confused myself because I recorded earlier today. My subscriber list only updates once a day, so the rest of you should show up on there. By the way, that also reminds me, Tyler Faust, thank you very much for your kind words in that message you sent me. Well, I guess it's more like, hey, I enjoy your videos, but I really appreciate that. Hearing things like that really makes me feel good about making these videos and gives me a little motivation to keep pushing on. And motivation is a big part of this. If I'm going to be successful at this, I need to stay motivated. But right now, I really do have a lot of reason to stay motivated because I have had incredible luck with my subscribers. They've just skyrocketed recently. I cannot believe it. As you may or may not be aware, I'm currently at 144 as of today at 12:28 a.m. So that could change, or it may not. I keep thinking it's going to slow down because I'm just a huge pessimist, so it's very likely I could be stuck at that number for the rest of the year. But I hope not. I would really like... Now, my goal, as I stated, and I'm totally doing nothing while I'm talking, I apologize. But my goal, as I stated, is to reach 200 subscribers by the end of this month, which at one point seemed absolutely insane. Now it seems kind of reasonable, if I'm being honest. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I think we can make it if my subscribers pick up a little bit. I mean, I do have about 12 days, I think. When does this month end? Okay, this ends on the 28th, so I don't have 12 days. I have more like 7, 8, 9, 10 days, if I did my counting correctly. But I have about 10 days to get that goal. I think that's very doable. I'd love to hit 200 subscribers. That'd just be a huge milestone for me and my channel. So if you guys want to help me get there, it would really be helpful if you guys did things like share with your friends, you know, because Medieval Engineers is coming out. So if you want to share creations or ideas for creations and you like what I do, put it on Facebook, you know, show a friend, be like, hey, check this out. This guy built some things that I think would be interesting for us to build. You know, I'd just like to get out there a little bit more. Of course, I don't mean to force you, and you're by no means obligated to do such things. It's just, ideally, that's what would happen. Anyway, I'm getting too much off topic, and I'm whoring myself out pretty hardcore for my channel. Anyway, so let me do a little building. Let me open up my pictures of the wonderful castle and try to figure out where I want to go with this. So, there... man, I need to get a good image here. It's hard to... I need a third monitor, I swear. Dude, this isn't enough when you're recording this shit. Okay. So, if you'll see here, this actually is a building, and it's not just a staircase. And it connects to here. So I'm going to try to recreate that. And first, obviously, I'm going to save because I had such a bitch of a time. Pardon my language. Not that I haven't cussed about a million times this episode, probably. I really don't pay attention to it. But yeah, I don't want to mess this up. So, yeah. Did it just freeze? Why can't I move? What's happening? Guys? Okay, that was weird. That was really weird. I couldn't move. I don't know what the hell happened there. whatever. That was just a major distraction. Okay, so back to the castle building. So this connects to this, and it becomes a tower. And actually, I think this staircase is a little too high. I probably need different angles of this castle, but god damn it, I'm stubborn and I probably won't do such things. So once you get up, I should probably look. You know what? I think I got an idea of what it looks like. For those of you who have seen the Neuschwanstein in real life, I apologize greatly for the massive historical inaccuracies you're about to witness. I don't want to touch the roof if I can avoid it, to be perfectly honest. Do I need to lower the staircase a little bit more? I'm afraid that may be what I have to do. Because I don't want this to be a massive fuck up. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. It just makes the staircase, in the image I have, the staircase looks much longer, so therefore I would assume it goes on up higher. I don't know. Perhaps it goes underground. I don't know. But I do know that there's a tower here, and I'd like to have a tower. You know, just FYI, I think my main focus for this build is going to be accuracy as far as the outer facade. Internally, I'm not going to worry about that too much. That will be something for the future when the building system and structural integrity is more refined and trustworthy, and I have a better feel for how to build structurally sound castles or forts and whatnot. So for now, much like with the Bastille, my castle is going to be mostly for the looks of things. But yes, I think whether or not it looks exactly 100% the same, it's still going to be fun to build, and I think it's going to look pretty fucking awesome, regardless of how accurate my portrayal of said castle is. In fact, I may have gone way too big with this. I'm trying to... I don't know, that may be pretty close. I just don't want this thing to be too wide. No, I think this is good, actually, to be honest. In fact, it might... No, that's about... It does protrude over the side in that image. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that here, though. I mean, oh, that is not what I meant to do. Floating blocks, huh? That's structural integrity for you. I'm going to do what I did here and just kind of add this piece in just to make it look... It's more similar to the real thing. If it even does that. And I did turn up the music in here a little bit louder. Because honestly, it fills the dead air and it's kind of nice to listen to, if you ask me. That's just me. If it annoys you, I can get rid of it. But I need more than one person to say it annoys them. But I think it's okay. I mean, it's a part of the game, right? The devs made this shit. So they're like, oh, come on, guys, you need to enjoy this music. It's beautiful. In every single way. Just like we are. That's literally what they're saying. If you don't like this music, you're saying that you don't like the devs. I don't know, I'm getting off topic here. Okay, we're dragging it here. Oops, I did mean to do that, didn't I? Okay, whatever. I do need an archway of some kind. So G for archway. And I'll drag in this for number 4. There we go, that's just fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so this tower goes up quite a good amount. It's probably like the 2nd or 3rd highest tower in this whole build. So I should be very careful not to fuck this up majorly. And also I need to be very careful to watch the time in which I am playing this for. I don't want to go way off. I care about 50 minutes in, so actually this may be towards the end of the episode. I will get the basics of this castle done though before this episode ends rather. So don't worry about that. Okay, so bring back my HUD. Number 5. And it's like we have 2 windows here. Oops. And a wall here. I have literally no idea what's going to be on this side. Because the image just doesn't show it to me. Man, I'm so good at this. Don't Don't judge me. Don't judge me, you dirty bastards. That's right, I just called my loyal subscribers bastards. No, you're not really bastards, you're just cool people, actually. Okay. Yes, dot, dot, dot. It looks like there's some kind of window right here as well. And I don't want to go too crazy with the windows. There do appear to be many windows in this particular castle. Which is a shame, because they're all of multiple shapes and sizes. And there are only one size in this game. And that is round, with a square on the bottom. It's probably named for that shape, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, I need to figure out how high this needs to go, actually. In fact, oh, that's not the roof I want. I do need a roof here. Okay, you know, I'll make the roof, and then we'll call this an episode, and then I'll work on the tower, because that's going to take longer than I thought. So I don't want to rush through it if I don't have to. So let's do a quick save, because it's going to be interacting with that roof. And I always cringe whenever I build roofs. Holy shit. It's the most, like, painstaking procedure in this game. I'm going to have to remove some of this too, aren't I? The music's getting very intense. And you'll see that I have these stone blocks, like I said, internally to support my roof structure. I'm going to use this and see if it doesn't destroy everything and ruin everything I love. Ideally, it won't do such things. It'll just do as it's intended. So again, doesn't look like anything's falling apart, so I'm going to quick save. Like, I've just learned, like, instinctively, click quick save 100% of the time when you're dealing with roofs. I'm afraid to let go. Oh, and another thing about roofs, typically I find that it's best practice to place them one at a time, because when you place them multiple at a time, it seems more likely that they're going to explode. Again, that could just be, or of course, not again, that could just be me overreacting, and it's not actually an observable thing, but it's just something that makes me feel better. Okay, this is looking very nice, actually, for a very early prototype. I'm loving this. Oh my god, this is just a fucking courtyard and gatehouse, but it looks very nice. So I'm gonna quick save one more time, take a screenshot if I can get one, because I do need that for the YouTubes. I don't know where I take it from. Well, I can take it from here. Whoops, clipping through the ground. Oh, yes. I need a nice close-up, actually, so I can see it. Oh, take off my HUD. Let's try that again. Just making sure they look the same. Okay, I think we're okay. Anyway, that was a little peek into my development process. Of course, you've all seen that before, so no matter. Yeah, I'm losing track of my speech. Yeah, anyway, I'm Gus the Guy. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that like button, and tell all your friends so I can hopefully reach 200 subscribers by the end of this month, which would be fucking amazing. You have about 10 days to make that goal. I think we can do it. If we all band together, and I don't know, just get people to click that subscribe button. So, that's just my challenge to you. Take it or leave it. It's up to you. I can't force you to do anything. I would just greatly appreciate it if we could make that happen. If you want me to keep making these videos, not like this is an ultimatum, I'm not going to stop making videos, but if you want to help support me in my video making, and if you want to see more, because this will, in a sense, make me create more videos over time by supporting me, because at some point I may be able to make revenue off this, but I'm getting way off track. I'm rambling, as I tend to do. Anyway, I'm Gus the Guy. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!